Hey guys, so welcome to another episode of How to Self-Treat Your Body, and today we are continuing our work with releasing the lower back. So in part one, I showed you some exercises to help release the tension and relieve pain. Today I am going to show you how to strengthen your stabilizing deep core muscles. Um, a lot of times the pain can be produced by an instability in the pelvis and low back, not just because of tension or strain in your muscles. So today I'll show you a few things to help tap into that transverse abdominis muscle, that deep core muscle that actually stabilizes the spine. So I'm going to hop on my mat and show you. So the first one, well, before we get started, one thing I like to point out is your spine has natural curves. You have a concave curve in your cervical spine and your low back spine, and then you have the opposite curve through your thoracic spine, a rounding curve. All right, so there's times when we're lying on our back that our low back concave curve likes to be accentuated. So we want to really work on developing a neutral spine while we work through these deep core muscles. And I'll show you how. So once we get on our backs, the scout's going to help today, it sounds like. So once we're on your back, take your fingers and slide them underneath your low back. So just above your sacrum, just above your pelvis. And your low back shouldn't be pressed firmly into the mat, but there shouldn't be a large amount of space either. So you should feel a light pressure of your low back on your fingertips. Now, as we move through these exercises, this neutral spine should remain in place, right? So no moving your spine with the movements that we're about to make. So the first one, very simple. We're going to lift our feet up off the ground. Again, a lot of times that's going to allow our low back to pop up further off the mat. So re-neutralize your spine by zipping up pubic bone to navel point, not fully pressing the low back into the mat though. You're going to take your left hand, cross it over onto your right thigh. Same thing with the second hand. And then all you're going to do is resist your thighs into your hands. So they're resisting each other, and you're really firing up that deep core transverse abdominis that helps to stabilize your low back. Again, it'll get easier if you start to tip into your low back and drop it or pop it up off the ground. So keep rolling the pelvis neutral and keep pressing your hands into your thighs. Okay, so that's round one. That's pretty simple. You can do one leg at a time as well. Kind of see if one side's a little bit weaker than the other. Now the next one looks, again, very simple, but it becomes more difficult if you just are working to move your limbs and not allow the spine to move with the movement. So Scout, okay, he's out of the way now. So just starting with our legs, hands down by your side, coming back to feet up off the ground, zipper pubic bone to navel point. And all you're going to do is alternate tapping heels. And can you do that by not shifting through your spine? Okay, you can do that a few rounds, and then drop your feet. And then what people don't think about is your arms are very connected to your core as well. So reach your arms towards the wall behind you, and does that create the same action? Does your spine want to pop up off the ground? We still have to zip our upper core even when we're reaching our arms up overhead. All right, so do that a few times and see if you can keep your arm movement separate from your spine. Now, combining the actions, fingertips to the ceiling, feet up off the floor, can you tap your left foot and reach your right arm overhead without lifting your back ribs up off the floor? Return and start to alternate marching in place while keeping your spine neutral. All right. So for the first round, when we were just resisting thighs to the hands, I'd say a few rounds, maybe 30 seconds at a time. If you start to get that earthquakey, shaky feeling, you're tapping into the right stomach muscle. And for the what we call in yoga the dead bug move, where we're marching in place with belly up, that's probably again 30 seconds to a minute. Really, you know, listen to your body. If you're pushing to 30 seconds and you find that you can't, that your belly is just lifting up and you just really can't keep that neutral spine, then stop. Only do the exercise to the point of keeping good form. If the form goes, you're going to create more strain than creating strength. All right. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out to me in the comments section, PM me, DM me, wherever you find me on social media. I will be happy to answer or reach back to you. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.